Hello everybody, can you hear me? Sorry if I just yelled in your ears because the music is crazy quiet, but I didn't want it to be too loud. Here we go. I'll turn up a little tiny bit more. If you can hear me, please put an emoji in the chat of a camera. Put an emoji of a camera if you can hear me, as soon as you can, because I want to get rocking and rolling. And I want to see if you can hear me and hoping it sounds not bad. But I do not know what will happen. Tammy says yes. Okay. This is going to be a weird live stream. Heads up. We got a weird one on our hands here. But I think it's going to be really fun. I think you're going to like it. I sound so grumbly. I slept crazy long time. I went to bed like really early last night because we went to Universal, and then I woke up really late. So I sound like a little grumbly boy right now. Hopefully music isn't too loud. It's a little loud on my end, but maybe it's not that bad. There we go. Hey, we got some cameras. Nice. Happy birthday to Warren! Oh my gosh! Warren, happy birthday! Warren just turned 12. Well, we're gonna have to do something special for Warren's birthday too. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, dude! I hope you enjoyed Disney. Alright. Wow, we're gonna have to do something special for him. Okie dokie, artichokes. I think we should just get rock and rolling. What do you think? And hopefully my camera stuff will work. Okay. We're gonna hope this will work. This is gonna be a weird stream. I know I said that like 3 times now, but that usually when I say that, I mean I haven't done something like this before, at least in a while. So I don't know how it is gonna go. But this is something I really like doing. So, you know what? Why don't I stop talking off cam and start talking on cam? Hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live stream. I know we got a weird one today. Not only is it weird today because it is a Sunday if you are watching us live right now, but this is going to be really fun. I need to make more cards. Well, it's less that I need to make more cards and more that I want to make cards because it's super duper fun. So here's what we're going to do. If you don't know, I have a new game coming out called Battle Goomis. It's coming out on September 1st. If you want to learn more, you can find out more at thegummies.com or battlegummies.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be a link in the description. We're going to have all that kind of fun stuff to talk about in a little bit. But I have this trading card game, right, that I'm working on. It's more of like a collectible card game. And in the game, there's a bunch of fun art, right? So these are what cards normally look like. These are called classic cards, or common cards is what I'm calling these. You can tell because there's a little 1 star in the corner of the card. And this is just like the basic art for the characters. But there are going to be rarities. I want to make a bunch of different versions of the game, a bunch of different versions of the cards so that you can like find different cards in different packs and stuff like that. Because it's just really fun. And one of the ways I'm going to do rarities is with a they're called full art cards. So that means that there's see that border around there outside? There's not going to be any border at all. It's like all art, the full thing. And like the character is going to be bigger and like covering up things because it doesn't really matter. Like, I just wanted to make it look really, really fun, basically. So we can get it like really busy and just have some fun with it. When I do these also, it ends up making really cool like wallpapers for your phone or for your computer and stuff. So we're gonna make things that look really cool. I need to make art for still about like half of the characters. There's a bunch that I've already done, and I've already done a lot of the secret missions, which are another type of card in the game. But I really need to make some cards for some of the big characters, and I saved them for live streams because I thought it'd be really fun. Because honestly, these are crazy fun to make. Basically, what we're doing is we're just looking through all of my crochet and making little backgrounds. We'll make like fun poses for each of the characters. I will say it's difficult for me to do. Like I have to like arch my back and like get in weird positions to position things in the right way. And then I usually take a picture with my nose and stuff. You'll see the whole process here. But I have here, can you see if I do this, will it follow me? Yes, it will. A little bit further. No, you can't see me over there? All right, that's all right. This is my camera that I use. Here, actually, I can take it off and show you in the thing. So here is our camera. And there we go, turn on. There we go, you can see the camera thing there. So you won't be able to see exactly where this camera like takes the shot, but I will obviously. And I got the webcam set up in a pretty close spot. Like it's almost there, at least it is horizontally. There's a little bit more vertical that we're going to be able to play with, but don't worry, you're still going to see all the art, because after we're done taking the picture, we're actually going to edit them too. So I have here, whoop, there is the Photoshop that we're going to be using once we get those pictures done, which is how I usually edit the pictures. We're going to go in and Photoshop all the pictures so that they have the right lighting and stuff, so they all like have a similar vibe. Maybe we'll have to remove some like we might have to remove some needles and stuff that are holding things together, but I'll show you how that's all done. It's really, really fun. And then after that, we go into Illustrator and we'll put it into the actual card. I'll show you how all the background sections work. It's just super fun. Honestly, it's just like a really fun way to see the behind the seams thing and to see a bunch of things that I've crocheted. So that's what we're doing today. If you think this is cool, like this video down below. Give this video a like. If you really think this is cool, share Battle Goomis with someone. Please, it would mean the world to me. All you have to do to find it is go to battlegoomis.com. That's Goomis. There is no E. So battlegoomis.com will take you right to the page that you need to follow. Send that page to someone else. That would mean the world to me. Like, oh my gosh, so much. Because the more people that follow this project, the better the project does on the platform that we're working with, BackerKit. So it basically means that like more followers is a huge deal on this website, and that could be a huge deal for this project in general. So please follow the project there at battlegoomis.com. You can also find it at thegoomis.com. There's a little link at the bottom of your screen if you're watching on YouTube. And follow the project. But you don't just help me out by following the project. You're going to help you out too, because I made it so there's 2 free patterns. 2 free patterns that are mysteries if you follow the project. I haven't figured out exactly how you get the patterns right away. I think there might be something buggy on the site, so I'm going to email everybody that follows the project tomorrow with the free patterns as well, just to like, so they have it. It is a mystery pattern. It's cool. It's very, very cool. And I'm really proud of it. So if you want to get some free patterns, just follow the project at battlegoomis.com. It would mean a lot to me. Also, if you want to support this channel monetarily, well, support the project on September 1st. That would probably mean the most to me. On September 1st, you'll be able to get, oh, hold on, I have it somewhere right here. You'll be able to get the book. And I'm going to sign the books. You're going to be able to get trading cards for all the characters. You're going to be able to get crochet kits and a bunch of other stuff. So if you think the project's cool, support it on September 1st. On the day it launches, that would be the best. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss it when we launch, go to battlegoomis.com and put in your email. Okay, now let's get rocking and rolling. By the way, hi everybody on the live stream. If you were watching it live, give a shout out right now. Say, let's see, we had you post an emoji of a camera because, you know, pictures and stuff. But let's get started on our first character. And so put a picture of a foot. Put a picture of a foot, because first character we're making is Bigfoot Bobby. Our very first character of the game needs a full art card. So let's go ahead and get this guy set up. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of everything in the background. Now, if I can, I got this really fun idea. If I can do it, I want to make it so the background here has all of the characters in it, and then we can cut the full arts together so that when you put the cards all together, it'll line up to make a big picture. That, I think, would be crazy cool. I don't know if it's going to work. I think it might work for like 2 characters at once, but I think it's going to be really hard to do for 4 or 5 characters at once. But we're going to see. Not pics, I meant emojis. Oh God, Zoe. You're the worst. No, just kidding, you're the best. Zoe, by the way, check out Zoe on Instagram. She is Zoe the Unicorn on Instagram. And she has made a goblin puppet. And it is... it's very cool. It's very funny. So go check out Zoe on Instagram. Speaking of goblin puppets... Where is Jillian? Jillian, you have been requested. There we go. Jillian, you gotta be in cam though. Hold on. Oh no, where's your... Oh, okay. Hold on. Something got messed up in darn her.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jillian Squelch, and I finally got a voice for Jillian Squelch. She talks kind of like this because she's got a tongue ring. See? She got a tongue ring in her mouth. Isn't Jillian great?
I still haven't finished the last part of the pattern for the website. I'm so sorry about that, but it should be done very, very soon. But yeah, just... I know you all wanted to see Jillian. She's so great. Wow. Wow. I wonder if Jillian's going to become a character in the game. Maybe we will make her a character. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. What's next? This. We got to move all these characters out of the way so we can start setting up a backdrop. Let's get this guy, this guy. Okay, now this is the fun part. First thing I always do is a background. Now, luckily, I do have a background that already kind of works with this. I could just use blank greens and stuff. That's sometimes what I do. It depends on the characters. But because these first characters are going to be in the woolly woods, I think we should do a woody backdrop. So we've got this big backdrop that I made like a while ago now. It's also got a green screen behind it. Ugh. Toss this in here. And see if we can get it balanced up correctly. Okay, that's not too bad. Here it is. So you can see, this is what the backdrop kind of looks like. It's like a felted like trees and stuff. You're probably not going to see much of that top part. And you'll probably see most of the bottom part. So we'll see what we can do with this. I also need this to be kind of out of the way. So we're going to really prop it up like that. I need it out of the camera angle. So really, in the camera, all you're really seeing is going to be this base part. So that's kind of all I need, is just like the bottom of the woods. It's also going to be kind of covered up by like bushes and stuff like that. Okay, next thing, obviously we need grass. Now the woolly woods, I always use the same grass piece for. I think I need to make some new grass for another another area in the book. Because there's like a bunch of regions. So when you're going through the book, you're visiting all these different areas and regions, and you're learning so much about all these characters. And so I do want it to be somewhat consistent throughout the woods with the same grass. So I'm totally comfortable using this grass for the rest of these pictures because they're all going to be in the woods. But in the future, I think I need to make a new thing of grass. Now, it doesn't go... Oh, that's actually really good in the camera. It doesn't go out to the sides here, but that's okay because that's not where you're even seeing on the camera. I think that's going to be an interesting thing here is, and what's probably going to be difficult for me to do on the live stream is really show you what's going on in the camera itself. Every now and then I can do this. Maybe. There we go. I can move this over and I could show you... Oh. Wait, hold on. There you go. What it actually looks like in the cam. But you can see, like, basically right here is where, or here, let me show you right here. Right here is where the base of the camera or the shot's gonna be. And that's actually really important for me to know. So I'm gonna put a little crochet hook right there, you know, right at the where that light basically is. So that way I know that anything above that is gonna be in the picture. And then it's gonna go all the way up to the base of that. Now most of this, like this whole bottom part, is gonna be the bottom part of the actual card. Hey, let's go ahead and get this back in here. And let's see, I don't even know what you're gonna be able to see here. Okay, so the bottom of the card, so the bottom like third of the card is not gonna be seen on the webcam, which is honestly totally fine because you're barely gonna see it in the picture anyhow. Let me show you what I mean. So if we go to the camera or to the computer screen, and I show you on Illustrator. So the bottom third there is not going to be, it's going to be hard to see a lot of the stuff anyhow. That's going to be from that, like, the stats down of the card. So it doesn't really matter that much if we can't see too much of it. I do like to sometimes put some fun things there just for if I want to make it into a, there we go. If I want to make it into a, like, wallpaper or something, but yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Did I crochet this grass? Of course I've crocheted this grass. Yes, it's all crocheted. It's something called the loop stitch. There's actually a tutorial on Club Crochet if you want to learn how to make grass. It's actually pretty easy to do. And really fun. It's like a super fun stitch. I actually use it in a really, really fun way in the book too, for a specific character who I have not mentioned yet on the stream because there's a bunch of secret characters I haven't talked about. All right, so we've got our basic shape here for the backdrop. We're starting with Bigfoot Bobby. So let's get him into position on the camera. So that's going to be about right there. Is going to be where Bigfoot is going to be best positioned. We're going to have to shape Bigfoot into like very specific ways. So I'm going to use this needle here to just keep him propped up while we set the rest of his backdrop up. And we don't really need anything kind of behind him. I think I'm fine with it just like that for right now. That's the center, right? Yeah. So let's see if I can't move the camera over anymore too. And I know it looks like crazy bright, but really, it really isn't on the actual camera. So that's another thing. Maybe I can fix that real quick. Let's see. Filters. There we go. All right. Let's get it. Yeah, that's a little bit closer. Yeah. Okay. So that is the center though, but I kind of want it moved over a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got our Bigfoot in position. That's where it's like perfectly positioned in the camera. Next thing I want to do is start setting a backdrop up for him, or at least like let's start to think up how we want him positioned, or what we want him really looking like. So what do we want him? We could use a Ranger Robbie. That could be kind of fun. Hold on. Actually, that could be really fun. So I have this other Bigfoot Bobby that we've crocheted called Ranger Robbie. But I actually kind of think this might be better saved for a future character that gets his own, his own card with his own abilities and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that'd be smart. Did I name the narwhal in the book after Jules? Yes, I did. Wow, how'd you know that? Because of the pearl part? Wow. She's going to love that you noticed that. Yeah, so I think we'll save Ranger Robbie maybe for another character. Like they'll get their own full card, and we'll stick with just Bigfoot Bobby right now. I think it might be fun if like the idea in the book is that Bigfoot Bobby is really kind. He's like his ability is hug and stuff like that. So maybe one where he's hugging something, or one where he's like trying to help something out of a tree. What do you think? Any ideas, chat? While you're coming up with those ideas, I'll start filling the background with trees. Let's see what we can do here. Also, my phone's gonna die. So we gotta fix this real quick. Oh! Oh no! Bigfoot. There we go. Fix that up. Alright, it actually kind of positioned him even better. Let's see. Any ideas? Any ideas? Nope, nothing yet. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. I think I always like this tree, throwing this tree in the background because it kind of matches the grass a little bit. So maybe that one. But I definitely want to put in my pearl pine trees. These are like little, I call these pearl pine trees. There's no pearls in it, but, you know, they're like pine trees. And in the book, there's like a little section about these types of trees and how they've come around Gumia and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and throw one of these in the background. Let's make sure it's working well in our camera. That's all that's important, is what's in this camera. It's pretty good like that, I think. We'll go ahead and zoom it in. Oh, you know what we could do with this one? What if we do one where Bigfoot is gonna like catch something? You know, he's gonna like, he's like trying to catch something that's gonna fall. And then we can do another character that's the thing that's gonna fall. And that way when you line up, we'll make it so you can line up the cards still, but you'll line up the cards like, hold on. So instead of doing the full art so you line up the cards like this, maybe we could do one where you line up the card, if you lined up the cards like this, it would make a piece. It might be pretty tough, honestly. This might be really tough because that's a lot of picture, you know? It's gonna have to do a picture all the way up to the top to the bottom, which maybe I might be able to make that work. I don't know. Well, let's find out together. Maybe if I can just zoom this out really far. Oh, you know what? I actually might be able to make that work. I actually might be able to make that work on the camera here. Hold on, I need to move our main cam just for a second. So I can see if I can even get that in the shot. Yes! Yes! Alright, I think that'll be fun. We could do the pine cone, because we need to do the pine cone art anyhow. So I think that kind of like double works, you know? Also, it'd be nice to have a spot I can put this camera's thing away in. So, one second. I'm trying to set up a spot where we can put the other camera. Butterflies! I love the idea of butterflies around. Yes, I think that's kind of a necessity. Good idea. Who said that? Who said that? That would be Reiki. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to move this for a second. Sorry. I told you this is going to be a weird live stream. Okay. This way it can be a little bit further out of our way. There we go. Yeah, maybe something like that. Like this. There, now you can get a lot more in the screen, right? And it's not in the way of my camera. And it's easy to replace and move. Uh-oh. Tight. Tighter. Tighter. Is it moving? Okay, I think we're good right there. All right. Let's get back to it. So, I think that's a cute idea, though. You know, we just fill up the background with trees. Owls. Chasing the butterflies? Yes, yes, yes. That also means we probably are going to have to crochet some butterflies, which not a problem at all. I love crocheting butterflies. Okay, I think this is the best, maybe the best tall one that I have. Tall tree, you know? The problem is there's like, it's on the top it's base, and then on this I need to like put things here, and then the bottom of it you're not going to be able to see. Oh, or you could do it this way, like it's a gigantic tree, or like a branch rather, like maybe like this, so it's arched out. That could be good. I don't know how I'm going to get it to stay like this, but it could be good. Oh, we'll use our duh. Duh. Hold on. I need something else here. I have a need for speed. Where is it? I have a grippy thingy. Whatever. I got an extra one here. I'm going to regret taking this off, aren't I? Yes, I will. Oh well. Deal with that later. Okay. I got this grippy thing, right? And now I have this free, which is where I normally put the camera on this thing. So, what I think we can do is we can put our grippy thing on this instead of the... This is for the, like, camera to hook to. So instead of that hooking to it, we'll use this grippy thingy. And that way, we can put this in the grip, like this. I think we're moving the camera a bunch. Why are we moving the camera a bunch? Oh, because the plug is plugged in. There we go. There we go. So we use this to attach it. I think actually we want to attach it like over here like this. Yeah. Jillian, what does Warren want? This definitely could be a log. I actually have another log though that'll work instead of this. Come on. There we go. Okay. Because we want to get this really high up if we want to have both things, like both pictures at once. And we'll deal with the top picture later, but something like that. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. That won't work. Or I think it will work, it's just kind of hard to... Hold on. Let go. Let go. Good. Okay. I've really acquired a lot of this stuff here. You know what I mean? Over time, I go, oh, I need this for this. You see what I mean now about me, like, having to arch in weird positions to get these pictures to be where I want them to be? It's kind of hard to do, honestly. Oh, I keep forgetting that once I let it go, it flops down. I think this is a fun idea here. I might have a better branch that could work for this. Hold on, I need to think here. If the shot's going to be like that normally, then most of the shot's not even going to be in it. And then this will go up to like that. Okay, I think we also need to vogue it out. So he needs to come forward more. So he's like more here. And then this can go up more. Hold on. Can I get this even further out? Yes. I just wanted you to see the bottom of that thing. There we go. Oh. Oh. Come on. Nice. I told you this is going to be a weird live stream. I hope it's not too weird. There we go. Okay. So he's going to be in the shot. Now the bottom of the shot actually is moved down too. So I can get almost the entire piece in there. Okay. I really like this idea. Okay, so he could be catching a butterfly. Actually, no, I don't think he would catch a butterfly is the thing. You know what I mean? Bigfoot wouldn't catch a butterfly. He'd like loves things. He doesn't want to capture it. So maybe like instead of him catching one, he's more like Also, let's get that more centered. Okay. Also, we still need to set up the background. All right, so here's the pine cone guy. So we really want to get this pine cone guy in here and hanging off of this like that. Can you see it? No, you can't. But he's hanging on the tree a little bit. And then what I'm hoping for is like this will be in the shot. And then you'll barely get the top of... Oh, this is going to be... Look, seriously, you can't see the picture yet. This is going to look really cute. This is going to look... I think you're really going to like this. Hold on, I just need to arch this one up a little bit. More like that. Nice. And then... Here, let me see if I can get us into better position so you can really see both things going on at once here. There we go. So that's the top of it. Okay, so we can start with the bottom like this. Stop it. Goofball. Emma, hold it. There we go. There. Okay. All right, next thing I need to do is get, I think we need to get like a bush on the top of our tree here. So this, here, we're gonna take it off for right now. This part, we need to put a, like, you know, tree parts to that. So, what are they called? Like, actually, maybe these? Are these too bright though? Maybe these are too bright. I think we have some forest green ones somewhere. Let's see. Let's see what I got in here. Or maybe that big tree in the background might be better for this, huh? What do you think? Oh, definitely a goblin hiding in the background. That for sure is a great idea. Okay, let's see what we got here. This could work as a tree top. These definitely could work. This is kind of what I'm thinking is like little pom-poms like this. See what else we got. Nice. Gotta be careful. There's like, this thing is like filled with secret needles. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I found a bunch of these pom-poms. And a vine. This will be good. And another kind of tree. Okay, look. Let's use these. So we'll put these, and we'll just start like pin them all over to this thing to cover this with pins. So it looks like branches of a tree, you know? Or we do this way. And we use this as the tree, like that. The problem with this is we're gonna really need to like get something to prop it up with. But it could work. It definitely could work if this was like out. Actually, it kind of looks better. in the camera. If it was like this. If I can get it to hold like... Or maybe like this. Actually, that's even better. So it's just like this over top of it. You can't see in the camera, but this looks really good. It just needs to go really high up. But we can do that. I'll just grip it like this. Okay, watch this. Watch this. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, a bit of jumbo fur on that log. There's a bit of jumbo fur on everything. I'll show you how I deal with that later. We're gonna have to pick everything off of it. It's hard to like camera. I'm right here. Thank you. It's really hard to deal with, but we're just gonna have to like pick it off of everything. Okay, so we got our little gripper going. Where do we want the shot? About right there. Like this. No, I'm like this. This music's kind of fun. I think it needs to be back further. I know, gosh, it's hard for you to see what's going on here. Here, hold on. Oh no, I screwed it up again. There. You made a baby version of Shank? Oh my gosh, can you show me a picture? I want to see that. That sounds super cute. Does he have a little like hoodie and stuff on too? I wonder. I wonder. We're gonna fully let this go. And we'll get it up like that. And this one. I just need to get it perfectly positioned, like there-ish. I think like that. I think like if I can get it right there. Uh-oh, am I righty tighting or lefty loosing? Righty tighty! Okay. Okay. That. So floppy looking. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Stay. Don't slouch. I'm gonna let it go and it's gonna totally slouch. Watch. Oh, it stayed! We love that. We love it. We love to see it. Okay. So, it looks kind of close up, but we'll put we'll put him like here, like this. We'll connect him in like that. God, look at this. We're going to get 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm super excited. Okay. We need to pin him in somehow. And unfortunately, I have totally exhausted all my pins. They're everywhere. We have to collect them from all over the place. Then we're probably going to have to reposition this dude again. Look, there's a pin already in him even. So he's going to have to be like this. Oh! How dare you? How actually dare you do that to me? Thank you. Stay there, please. Rude. Okay. He needs to go in like that, I think. Yeah, perfect. Maybe he's just waving to the pine cone. The pine cone's name, by the way, is Perry. This is Perry the pine cone, who needs a long nail. Not nail, needle. In him, we're going to have to grab a long needle. Who's got the long one? No, it's a long. It's pretty long. This one might work. Okay. Ooh. So this, we want him right here. I'm coughing. I'm okay. And then this can go out of it like this. Going. Ow! I poked my finger really bad. Oh, that hurt. Okay. That's okay. Ow! I'm bleeding. Ouchie, mama. That hurt. Okay. Two feet with one cone? What do you mean? Oh, 2 feet with one, cause got it. Ow, it's still bleeding. I poked it really deep. All right. I think that's good enough though. He's not moving for the most part. And yes, you can see the little needles at the top a little bit, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, I thought he wasn't moving. This is the struggle. We are here. Welcome to the struggle bus. Population, me and you. Me and you, big struggling. Let's try this again. We're gonna just add this pin in a second. I've actually got an idea on how to keep this pin in there. So first, this one, just to get a general spot. Then this one goes up and then out of the top of the tree. And here's what we're gonna do this time. We're gonna take some of, oh, where are they all? Maybe this will be enough. I'm gonna take a little magnet. I'll attach a magnet to it. We're gonna do a couple more. There, I knew I had some on this somewhere. Like this. And then that'll hold the magnet in there a little bit better. Just gotta make sure that's covering the camera. That's pretty good actually. You can't really see it in the camera. Maybe I need him a little bit more out of the bushes. So maybe I could get this up there. There's another pin to keep that there. Hey, that's great. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's holding. He's holding. It's close. But he's on there. And I don't think he's gonna fall. I don't think so. Alright, so that handles the pine cone pretty well actually. I hope this will work in a picture. I don't know if it will, but it might actually. Now, for the next part, we need Bigfoot. So let me get that guy into position. And, well, of course, we're going to need to do background stuff back there. But let me get the Bigfoot back into position. Like that. And then for you, like that. Nice. Okay. Oh, tiny feet. Tiny stitch markers. Oh, that would be useful. I wish I had a 3D printer that worked that well. The one I have is like not great. Okay. Next thing. I do think this could work as a log, but I think what could work even better is something that I have that I actually use as a log. Where is it? This is half the struggle, is finding all my pieces. Here we go. This. See, it's like actually a crocheted log that I use. And this would be perfect for hiding a goblin in too. So if we can get this in a good position in the background, we can hide something. Maybe like that. Like that a little bit. Well, you know what? Actually, we should get Bob here into position. Is he just waving to the guy like this? Is he just looking up and waving? Or should he be like... Should he be holding a basket or something? Or we could do both hands out. Like this. And then maybe we could put like a butterfly or something in the middle. So it looks like he's trying to catch the butterfly. But really he's trying to catch pinecone? Hands out ready to catch. Yeah, like this? I mean, that's not bad. I think his positioning could be a little bit better, but... I also don't want him to look like he's looking up in the camera. Which, actually, right now, it doesn't really look like that. It looks like he's... like this. Or we could do a different character here than Bigfoot Bobby. Oh, I'd be happy to tell you all about the cards. Yeah, I will. I will happily explain how the cards work in a second. Hands out ready to catch. He would love Bigfoot to have a baguette and Raptor at the party hat. Heard. Bigfoot to have a baguette. That might be extremely confusing for this card right now. But I do like I like where his brain is going, and I will strongly consider a baguette in a future picture for him. That looks good. You can tell he's trying to catch it. Okay, cool. I'm glad Prisma agrees. Yeah, I think that's good too. I think that's good too. Okay, now I'm going to put the logs and stuff into the right placement. So this will be like this, I think. Because if it's like this, yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll put I don't know if that'll be in the picture though. Let's like move it over just a little bit. Because I think the edge of the picture is going to be basically like right here. So I need it to be on the right side of this hand, which it is in the photo. So right there's pretty good. Now we need a little goblin. Let's grab a goblin. You know what? My goblins are out here. 1 second. Oh, you're just waiting out here? Okay, here's what I got. Got some goblins. We could also do a gnome. We could do a little gnome in it, like this. And we could have one gnome poking at the top. Or I already did put a gnome in a lot of things, though. So a goblin's pretty cute, too. I'm not sure which one, though. What do you think? Let's see. Should we do... Let's do... Okay, so I got a bunch of goblins here. I think I'll do this purple-haired one. Or will the purple be poking out so much that you'll be like, what is that? Maybe instead... This one with a little Coke bottle head? No. How about this one with the funny hair? He's like balding. Let's go with him. So we'll hide him right in here if he can fit. Nice. You can't even see his hair, but that's all right. Or we could put this like this. Oh wait, this could be even funnier. We could have it like this. And then we could, oh, do you think we could get it? Oh my gosh, wait. Hold on. I got an idea. I got a better idea. If it'll work in the picture. Ooh, will it work in the picture? If we put this here. Yeah, actually, it works in the picture. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. That actually might be fun for both pictures, too. Okay, so we're going to do this. Here's my idea. First, I need this to stay where it is. So, ball yarn's too big. We're going to put this ball yarn in here. Like this. Actually, it might be too big also. Yeah, it's too big. How about this one? Yeah, this will work. Okay, we're going to put this in here. That way it gives this some shape. And then we're going to put a goblin. Hold on. I want to open this hole up. That. Nice. And then we'll put one goblin like this. So it's looking through the hole. Can you see it though? Like that. You know? Yeah. So he's just like poking his little eye out. Right there. No, wait. Maybe like right there. Huh. Hold on. We're pretty close. I think like right there is pretty good. And then we want to put... Everything's okay. Then we want to put a nether goblin. So the nether goblin's poking his head over the top of it. For that one, we're going to need a longer needle. Which apparently is going to be hard for me to find. Where, oh where did I drop a needle in? That isn't necessary. I'm needle deficient. I know. Wait, do I know? Yes, it's right here. Okay. I think I got needles in here. I was wrong. I mean, I have some darning needles, though, so we can use those. Oh, wait. Maybe these will work. No, those won't work. Yeah. We'll just use one of these. Boom. And then we'll put this in. Which one should be poking his head out, do you think? Let me know. Which one? Okay, I need your choices here. I'm kind of leaning towards this one with yellow hair, or this one with yellow hair, or maybe this one with the little fez. That's kind of cute and silly. But that one might be a little like too on the nose, you know? You think it's kind of weird? It looks, honestly, in the picture... Hold on, I'm going to take a shot real quick and see how that looks. It looks a little weird. I'll poke it down a little bit further. I think if he was, like, more out there, like that, maybe, where his head was, like, really poking through. It also... Here's the thing that I think might be fun about it. Again, I'm kind of considering we change Bigfoot and we make this a different character altogether. But if we can get him poking his little eye out like that a little bit, it might be really fun to be like, what is that? And then when you get this card and you see the other one poking its head out the top, you'd be like, oh, it's a goblin. Maybe. Kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see. Can you tell what that is? Yeah, I don't know if you can, actually. You're going to have to use more light. Hold on. It's not bad. It doesn't come out that bad on the back. Yeah, that could work. Hello, Spooky Nick. How you doing? Maybe he could be like out more. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna move Bigfoot for just a second. And let's see if I can't get another goblin on top. The other thing we could do with this same idea is we could later, because I need to do one for the gnomes, we could do the gnomes poking out instead. Like one poking out the top, one poking out the side, maybe. And then another one's butt. Oh my gosh, that'd be kind of funny. No, you wouldn't be able to tell it's a butt. Do one poke looking into it. But I'm kind of thinking like this. Right? Let's see how it looks. Let's just try it, and then if we don't like it, we can just do it again. I think we'll do the yellow-haired one. It might draw attention to it a little bit much. Actually, we'll do the blue-haired one. Again, it might draw attention, but whatever. We'll make it work. There. Like that. Also, we need to get the music back. Come on, music. There we go. All right. We lost our little goblin on the inside, though, in doing this. I really want to shove his little face out there. If I can. Hold on. We need to give it more space. Without ripping it. Stretch that stitch out. That's a little bit better. Okay. That looks really silly. And then this one. At the top of it like that. There. Hold on. It's hard to do. This is why we need a longer needle. Man, do I have one? I mean, I've got like 15 of these giant needles somewhere. I don't know where they're at, though. Whatever. Let's... Oh, we'll use the one out of Bigfoot. We'll use this one. Where'd our blue guy go? There he is. That's what we're talking about. Okay. That's good. That's very good. All right, let's get him in the background. We'll zoom us out a little bit. Bless you, Jules. Jules is sneezing in the back, in the other room. All right, now we need something to help this guy stand up again. Let's use one of these needle felting needles. Try not to hurt ourselves in the process. Like that. Oh, no. No. Oh, this is what we get for using our needle for something else. I need my tools. Toothpick? No, not enough. All right, needles. We need to find you. Ah, okay. Say goodbye to this one. This one was really cool. I'm really proud of how it was all positioned out, right? Super cool. But this is our long needle that we're using. And I need it for something else. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can actually keep it. Maybe I can keep both things going on. This was for another card. Okay, I kept it. Kind of. It's not great, but... Alright. Yeah. Okay, wait, where did I just put it? Oh. There it is. Okay, get this guy into there. Kickstand accomplished. What is after? Hold on, let me look into my book right now. Let's see. In the book, it goes. Pinecone is 3, and the gnomes are 4. Maybe we should do the gnomes. Let's try. Let's just see what it looked like. The gnomes would be like this. We would have the gnomes like stacking on each other's heads. Where's the other one? There he is. We'd have the gnomes like stacking on each other's heads like this. Also like looking up, kinda. You know? Maybe standing on something else, too. On a mushroom. Duh. Tonal shift. Hold on. Let's get all of our mushrooms here and see which one we want. I think we'd probably want one... like this one, maybe? Like a little toadstool. We'll do more mushrooms than that, but this will be a good one to start with. We do a toadstool out, and now we can use this needle again. Gnome 1, Gnome 2, all stretched out like they're trying to grab something. Like that, maybe. Right? That'll be kind of cuter. And then, here's the reason why I think we could shift... we're shifting gears like this, because with the cards 3 and 4, you can line them up more. You know, they're like the cards right next to each other, so it makes more sense. I'm making more sense in my own head, at least. Let's not stab ourselves in the hand again. Okay. And then this one like this. We want, actually maybe like this way. That go all the way out like that, and then we'll connect to this mushroom, which actually, let's put something in the mushroom to keep it stable. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's pretty good. That into the top of the mushroom. Alright, they're all connected together. And now we just need it into a good position where we need something holding it up. Toothpick. Toothpick not in camera, please. Okay, perfect. Come on. Toothpick. Do your job, dude. Like that. Nice. Right? So he's like up there. We gear shifted that so easy. Let's get their ears all pointed out right, though. Okay, we still got all the backdrop to make. But if they can stay there like this, all will be well. Actually, maybe she needs to be turned a little bit like that. A little bit more. Like that. And we still have the goblins in the background peeking on them, which is cute. And we actually have more space for them too, so they can actually be in the shot like that. And then the other shot will stop like halfway up the gnome, I think. Like the other one's gonna have to be like... I'm worrying about something now. Here's what I'm worrying about. I think that the bottom of our guy isn't high enough up. I think we need to pull him up even higher than that. I think he needs to be up to like right here. Maybe we could just do this. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing again. I was wondering why it wasn't moving. There. Like that. Oh. Ugh. I gotta remember that it flops all over. Like, how much higher can I go up like that? Yeah, actually that could... Right there's good. You can't see it. You can't see it. I only got 2 hands. Okay. That's good though. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I think. No flopping. Great. Get it up there like that. And that's pretty good though. And we actually have some extra space to play around with. We're gonna move this guy over slightly. We might actually be able to get rid of this little mushroom. But I don't know. All right, so here's what we got. Let's be careful, Louie. All right, this, let me show you. All right, so here's what we got so far. Okay, so this top one's gonna be the shot for this guy. For the pine cone. It'll be like that. Like that. Oh, actually, you know what? I think it needs to be lower down now. Like there. Yeah. Okay, so this turn. Sorry, I know this is like giving you a headache probably. There. So I'm hoping that this will be the shot for the pine cone, but actually the bottom of it needs to be like right here. I think. So I actually think we can get rid of our little mushroom so that these guys have more space. But let's see. Let's find out. But the goblins in the background are totally fine. We need a better needle though. Thank you for being here, by the way. If you are enjoying this, I know it's a weird live stream, but if you are enjoying it, please like down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all that fun stuff, and comment with, if you really like what's going on here, comment with a picture of a donut. That's a good idea. Someone said use chum instead. I think you're smart. I think it's a really good idea. We will. We'll change chum out for the blue goblin. Because that way, you're right, because then it'll keep more like cohesion. Alright, let's try, ow! God, I gotta stop poking my hands. Let's try that with the goblins. Or sorry, the gnomes. I still want them to be looking up a little bit like that. Okay. So now, when I do the gnome shot, it'll be down here. And you won't see the top of it. And then when I do the other shot, but you will see the goblins. Hold on. You'll see this. You'll see that goblin's eye, but you won't see the top goblin. And then in the other shot, oh wait, let's change our goblin out. I saw him the other day. Jump. Ugh, I knew I moved him. Oh, here we go. We're gonna do it this chum. There. I kind of have two chums. Okay. Get his ears out, right? Okay. Nice. Okay, so he is looking up, which is perfect because for the pinecone picture, it'll get just, hopefully, I think this is going to work really well. So like the image thing will end about right there. So hopefully, and then the hearts would be like right there. So you'd see the corner of the goblin. And you might actually also see just the top of the gnome's heads too. I don't know. I don't know about the gnomes, but we'll see. All right, now we get to do the fun part. Let's add all the background. I mean, what we just did was fun too. I guess I could have the gnomes on this instead. Actually, yeah, let's put them on this. See how they look like on this. It's a little higher up, but I think it's good. Struggling. There. Is that good? It's tough, but it's good. Okay. Gobbling in the background. Maybe a little bit more rounded like that. And we're not going to touch that one at all anymore. And I think we're good. I might need to pull it in more. Well, we'll see what happens in the final. Okay, next, let's put a... I don't want to do too much colors in the background because I don't want to like mess with like what you're really seeing. But what'd you say? He asked if you can check it out. Oh, he's been working on it for the whole stream on Canva with a Goomi card idea? Okay, wait, let me look. I would love to see a Goomi card idea. Ah, I do see your email. Oh, I love it. So he's got a baguette. He's got the party hat. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, Herd. Dinner time. Shares food to replenish one heart to other Gummies. Oh, that's not how the game works totally, but it's close. It's actually pretty close. I love it. I love it, Jillian. Tell him I say thank you. I will strongly consider that for a future secret mission. Speaking of secret missions, I need to explain to you how this game works, too. Where did I put the mushrooms? There they are. Wait. Fix his hair. Okay, we definitely need more backdrop going on. I think we need another tree on behind that log. Let's go with this one. So we'll go with this tree. It's a slightly smaller tree also. Behind the log in a good position though. It's pretty good. So I gotta do a lot of these cards. So we need to start like being comfortable with decisions that we're making here. Especially because a lot of the stuff that we're doing isn't even gonna be seen in the background. That's pretty good actually. I think we could use a tree right there though. Do I have a tall enough tree? I only have palm trees. You want to see my palm trees though? Check these out. I spent so long making these palm trees for the, and honestly we'll probably use these again when we get to the beach. But I spent so long making these, and then it turned out the only part in the picture that you could get was like this part, and I was like, oh, I spent all this time on the top. But whatever, it happens, you know. Okay, we can try this tree. Or this one. We could try this tree. It's just the greens are like so vibrant. It's like too vibrant of greens, you know? For what's going on in the background. Maybe we do instead... Well, let's see what we got here. We need something right behind this guy. Maybe the turquoise for bushes, or a rock. We'll use a rock. That'll be good. Or a button. Giant button. Rock, giant button. Maybe both. Okay, well here's a rock that we could use, and we'll put this right behind our. And hopefully that gray kind of mashed, like, doesn't. I don't know if that gray is going to show up that much. I think we should put some like colorful bushes around the base of the rock. So let's go with that little guy. I know I have some turquoise ones. Colorful ones. I had a giant button that I thought... Oh, this one. That's really vibrant, though. That's too much. That's too much. Maybe later. Maybe when you get to the Batonian Mountains, we'll do that. Something like that, though. 1, 2. Something like these two bushes together. Might be nice. You barely see it. But, you know, I don't know if you're going to see it in the final picture. And this one comes down here. We're going to do a bunch of art in the front, in the foreground, too. Okay, we need something behind right there, too. Let's do a... I mean, we can make it easy. Just use this bush. Like that. Actually, that's pretty good. And then it's not too much, too. But, speaking of too much, I need some detail. We need some little tiny mushrooms. And then we're also going to need some foreground. Which you can't see. I'll move the camera. But we need to get some shots all in the front part right here, too. Let's get these goblins away. Oh, my back just did a weird thing I did not like. Okay. Let's see, what can we do next? I think we need something right in between this bush. That's where our little mushroom will come in. It might be in here. I'm hoping it's in here. I have these little itty bitty mushrooms that I sometimes use, but like not that often. Oh, camera, I'm over here. Thank you. Ah, I do. Check it out. Little mushroom one. Do I have more than one? Not of that kind, but I do have this little mushroom. Those two are pretty good. This one's also kind of fun. I don't really know what this would be good for, though. Let's go with this little guy. We need a tiny needle. I'm always like looking for needles. This one. No. Ah, I found one. Okay, we'll go with this one. I'm gonna put this little itty bitty needle in this mushroom. And then we're gonna put the mushroom right there. Nice. Perfect. That was really good, actually. That was a perfect position for it. I know it looks weird in the camera, but it looks really good in the actual camera. We'll do this mushroom right here. Which, I don't know actually if that's going to be in the shot or not. But we'll try. We definitely need some bushes. to kind of start to frame the picture. So I'll throw a couple bushes in there. One right here, maybe. Okay. And then a little one, like this. Ah. There's Jimbo fur everywhere. That maybe? Okay. And now we're gonna need some more foreground shot stuff, so. And actually they need to frame out a little bit. Like that. Get his ear pointed. Okay. Next we need to get, yeah, we need to get some foreground. Let me get this shot more better positioned. Okay. Like that. You've been bedbound? Oh no! Oh, well, I'm glad you're feeling maybe hopefully a little bit better. That's tough, Sassy. I'm really sorry that happened to you. Okay. So we need to get all the way down to like here. Also, we need to shoot this out more. It's pretty good though. And this is gonna be, lighting is gonna be tough too for this, but that's okay. We can figure out lighting. It won't be that hard. Add a bush to this near this mushroom. I almost always put this rock. So we're gonna put this rock in the pictures. I like to put this little rock guy in all the pictures. He's like secretly in them. Now you know because you're on the live stream, but you're the only ones that are gonna know that. So when you find this rock in a bunch of pictures, you're gonna be like, hey, there's that rock. This turquoisey one up front, like this. Let's get some more mushrooms. I think a good mushroom up front would be smart, like here. Maybe. And then we need like some stuff right here. Let's do a little bush. That. And maybe one more. I need another. There, this. Okay, pretty good. This whole middle area is empty because you're not going to be able to see any of it in the picture because it's all going to be covered up by things. So we can put something special there that no one will see. So maybe we can put like a button or a special mushroom patch. You know what? We could do a little mushroom patch of like purple mushrooms. That might be fun. Let's see what I got. Actually, I don't know if I have them. Oh, I found another little one though. We'll do this little guy. Like that. Which I know it's very dead center, but again, I don't think you're ever even going to see it. Because it'll be behind a thing. And let's do another little bush next to that mushroom. Like that. Cute. Unnecessary, but cute. Okay, anything else that we want to put in this? Maybe some more background? I don't know, there's a lot going on in this picture now. I think this is the lighting for it. Okay, so we got I have the bottom picture for the gnomes pretty much perfect, I think. I'm trying to figure out how it's going to show it. Okay, I think the bottom picture for the gnomes is good. I'm just going to check this out again before we take our picture and move to the next phase of this live stream. Then we're going to pick it up like this. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. That goes all the way to the top like that, so we can get the shot for our pine cone. Something like that. All right. Ready? Ready? This is an exciting moment. And now you get to see how I do this in the background. So, hold on. Since there's nothing to take a picture of, I'll switch it to me. Or no, wait. Actually, you know what? No, it's fine. That's fine. Okay. It's going to be a quick picture anyhow. Quick pick. Here we go. Test 1 is going to be the top part. Actually, you know what? I might be able to zoom out far enough for all of it. I think I can. Wait, let me think. That'll be out like that. That'll be like that. I might need to take more than one here. Okay, let's start with this one, though. Also, let's de-Jimboify this as much as we can. Get the fur out of the way. You want a mushroom on the left? Okay, you got it. Hold on. You won't see it, but I'll put it in. Like this. Actually, you might see it. I don't know if you will or will not see this. There you go. Ah! Stay. 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 Okay. Nobody breathe. All right. One picture of everything first. Like that. Let's get the lighting in the right position. Okay. We got our main shot of everything. Now I'm going to do ones of it kind of zoomed in. And we'll start with our pine cone shot, which I need to get a little closer for. Is that going to be interesting enough? It'll be interesting enough. Okay. Oops. I kind of want... Oh, I want to touch him. I also need to get rid of all these furs. Okay, I'm going to touch him. I need him to be nudged. Like that. Oh, that actually worked really well. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. Pine cone picture. Actually, this is kind of pointing straight up his bum. So let's move that over a little bit too. Okay. That. That's pretty good. Let's do one with the lighting different, like that. I just dropped a bunch of things. I don't know what I dropped. Whatever. One more. I'm going to do one more zoomed out. So, just in case I need to edit it in a weird way. Okay. Do one more. All right. Next up, we want to get one for the gnomes. So I'm going to move the camera down. You won't see this, but I will. Wish you could see this, though. Okay. I think I might be... The lighting might be a little harsh, actually. There we go. Uh-oh, phone's gonna die. It's okay, we're about to switch gears. No, we need this brighter. We need to be able to see that gnome and the goblin poking through. We'll go full. I just don't like this in it anymore. There. So you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm shadowing. Here, you see in the bottom right corner of the main one, see that shadow moving? It's because I'm trying to shadow just this. That. This is where I take pictures with my nose. I do this. You kind of can see it. Not bad. There. It's pretty good. I'll do one without shading. I'm going to try to do this with this guy. I think the gnomes are perfect. Let's find out though. Gear switch. Ready, guys? This is a full gear switch. First, we turn the camera off. Next, we're gonna switch to this. Okay. I also need to plug my phone in. 1 second. All right. Hey, Toby. Welcome to the stream. Ah, that's what fell earlier. Nice. Okay. All right, let's get some editing done. Camera is being weird with me though. Okay. So first thing we want to do is Photoshop. And we're going to go in and bring this pictures into Photoshop. Will this open? There we go. How's that looking? Okay. This is an older picture, obviously. And let's drop these pictures in here. Let's start with the pine cone. Looks like this picture is probably the best. It looks really dark, I know. That's why we're here. And then let's go ahead and grab the gnomes also. We might have to do some fancy stuff with this gnome picture. Next up, I'm going to throw some adjustments on here. This is how I always edit pictures. I throw in a bunch of little color balance and levels and vibrance stuff. Where is it? Ah! Color and vibrance. Okay, I always give it a little bit of saturation. A little bit of vibrance. Can you see what I'm doing there, though? Yeah, a little bit. Can you see this? What do we think, by the way? What can you see what I'm doing here? Let me put this camera or the chat over on the other side. I don't know if you can see this much. Oh, my computer's going crazy, though. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring that in like this. There, that's a little bit closer to what we want. I also think we need to give it some curves. Brighten it up a little bit more here. Nice. Okay. I think we can actually add one more to the saturation. And then this is my favorite part. It's color balance. I actually think maybe it's a little bright now. Yeah. Color balance. So actually it looks pretty good, but I think I can go on highlights here. Maybe make it a little bit more green. Like just barely. And then also maybe make it a little bit more... actually that's pretty good. Right? What do you think? Pretty good? What is happening? We are editing the picture together now. So this is our bottom picture. Here's our top one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that thing that I wanted to do. Let's see if we can do the big picture of everything in it. Like, trying to figure out which one I like. This one? I might be able to just edit both pictures together, but this bottom one looks like it might look kind of warped, you know? It just looks like a weird angle for this. I don't know. We'll try all three though and see what happens. Okay, I don't think we need any like real close edits. Actually, we could do this. We're gonna go in here. See, this is the Jimbo fur problem. My cat, Jimbo, gets his fur all over everything. And so I need to fix that. So what we do is we use this little tool here. Like that. Maybe a little bit bigger. And then we're just gonna get that fur out of here. Like that. Same over here. That one didn't do very well. That's pretty good. Maybe a little bit of this one. I actually kind of don't mind some of the fur in it because it makes it... Yeah. I don't do this that often or like that much of this. Sometimes I like the fur in the pictures, but... I think that's pretty good. All the other little bits of fur I don't mind. Let's see on this guy. Oh, see like this fur here is in our character. We need to get that out. This one's kind of hard to get out though. Like this. It just like blends the things together. Nice to get that fur out of there. Okay. Get this one out. That was pretty good. There's fur in his eye, but I kind of like it. Okay, let's try them all. First, we'll try the main picture, which I'm going to save under my... Can you see this stuff? No. Okay. That's probably good. Full art. We're going to make a new folder, gnome, and pine cone. Okay. One. Two. We might have to reshoot the pine cone. All right, next thing we do. Let's bring it into Photoshop. Or not Photoshop. After Effects. Not After Effects. Illustrator. There, I said it. So let's open up the... Let's start with Perry. Can you see this? If you can hear me and see me right now, put an emoji of a tree. Put an emoji of a tree. See, that's what I was thinking. I thought Prisma that this would be kind of fun for some people to see, like the process of how I do this stuff. Okay, so we need to take out this part because it's a full art picture, and we're gonna click into this. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. No, we'll keep that one, and then I'm gonna throw in our picture into this. So. Where was it? Over here? Got it. I'm gonna start with just let's just start with the big picture to see if this one will work first. By the way, what does it look like? Okay, you can see what we're doing. So I'm gonna bring that in. We're gonna crop it out. And maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is where the pine cone would be. So now we'll go out of this. I think we can make it bigger. What I want to try to do... See, this is what I was worried about, that the goblin's barely in it. You can just see the goblin's ear. Dang! Dang! I was really hoping that would work. Yeah, we might have to reshoot this. That's okay, though. We already have it all set up. The hard part's done, which is setting everything up. I mean, well, you can kind of see a little gnome at the bottom, which is kind of cute. Okay. But it'd be something like this, and then the next shot would be this. Like that. It's actually not bad. Especially if I can get this overlaid so that he, like our gnome here goes over the wording. And then you got a little goblin hiding in the background. That's pretty cute. Trees! Okay, good. You can see what's going on. Let's try the other gnome picture, see how that one lines up here. Or we'll just throw both of them in here. Like this. Oops. Bring that in. Boom. Yeah, so these guys would be like that. Actually, if I bring these ones in even further, like this, then you can get, I actually get both goblins in the picture, which is kind of cute too. Now you gotta realize too, though, when I'm doing this, the edges here are all gonna be cut out. Here, you can see. So it's gonna go where that red is where the cut is for the picture. So anything that's outside of the red won't be in the picture. Which is what I mean, like, a lot of this picture doesn't actually make it into the final. Oops. But some of it will. Lock that in. Some of it will. This is cute, though. I really like the gnomes. Like, honestly, if this was just the picture, I think I'd be fine with that. Let's see how the other one looks. No, yeah, this one. This one, see, I didn't give enough space on it. So we'd either have to, like, zoom it in a whole bunch like this, or reshoot it fully. Well, actually, it's not bad. Actually, that's kind of cool. I kind of wish that I lined it up in a way that both pictures could be, like, lined up with each other, but, you know, it's not really the end of the world. I'm just kind of being picky. And maybe we'll do better next time for nether pictures. I think I'm kind of happy with this one. Especially if I can crop things over stuff. And I know, like, we don't see the goblins as well, but here's the cool thing with these cards. This, so see how this, see this code at the bottom? This code won't work right now, but every card in the game has a code. They have their own special code, and what you can do is you can take the card and put it on the web, or put the code rather on the website, and it'll untangle the card for you. And when you get the card, you'll also get the art. If I have it, you'll get the art as a phone wallpaper, and you get extra lore. So there's gonna be like bonus lore for Perry, the pinecone, about like his life and stuff. And you only get that if you get this special full art card, you know? So every card that you get will have extra content for people to peruse, I suppose. And then there's also gonna be holographics and stuff like that too. So there's our gnomes. There's our pine cone. I don't know. What do you think? I really want to know your feedback. Do you think that I should reshoot? Because I'm kind of thinking I don't need to. Oh, you didn't know that there's extra art? Yeah, that's cool. That's way cool, Prisma. Yeah, this is for every single card. I could show you some other ones too. We're voting right now on the full art for the one of the characters. So, oh, this is another thing I need to do. I need to go into this stats here, and this is going to be rarity 2. See, so there's 2 stars. Oh, actually, no, it's going to be rarity 3. It's going to be a 3-star card here. I kind of think we could make this a little bit bigger, maybe, to, well, I don't know. Do I have to angle it more like this? Actually, I do, I think. That. I kind of like that this part's going to be cropped out. Wait, like this. And that you're just going to see the top of the goblin's face. Let me show you what I mean, by the way. So if we look at our Bigfoot Bobby card here, right? And then I switch it over. I'll show you the Bigfoot Bobby card in the final. So Bigfoot looks like... this. Oh. Okay, so here's what the final card looks like. Look at where it's cropped, okay? Look at the cuts on the side. Look at the cuts on the top. Look at the cut on the bottom. See how it's like so close? It's basically that those bottom letters and stuff are barely in the picture, okay? So now back to our computer. You can see, look how much is extra here. You need to add all that extra just in case it does the cut. And same thing at the top. And so we go into Perry. We look at where those cuts are. So like everything down here, this won't be seen. This won't be seen. This part won't be seen either. But the eye of our goblin here probably will be seen, which is really funny, actually. I think I like it. I think I like it. What do you think? Yay? Nay? I mean, we got to move this over to the other character, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll put it on Norman. So this one, we would make this part invisible and make this stuff, this stuff invisible. Paste it in right there. Move it down to like that. No. Like. No. That. All right, Norma and Norman. I like it. I think I like it. I don't think I want to change anything here. I think I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. One more time with the cut. Yeah. And I love that this goblin's in the background. I think you could tell it's a goblin. What do you think, chat? Can you tell that's a goblin's face? Or is it like too silly? Should Perry be on... Wait, well, I'm sorry. I can't... Should Perry be on the back? No. Yeah, I don't think you see. Perry's not on the back. Zoe thinks it looks good. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll explain that to you, Jillian. So, here's how these cards work. In the stats here, so Norma and Norman, I'll just go from the top to the bottom. Can you see my mouse, by the way, when I'm moving things around? Can you see my mouse? I'm not sure if you can. So I'll just highlight sections then for you. So this part first, this is how much the Goomi's worth. So this Norman are worth 10 points to buy and add to your team. Then you have their name. Then you have their number. Norma and Norman are number 4 in the characters. Then you have the beautiful art. Then you have health. This is how many health they're worth. And shields. This is how many shields they can have at one time. So they can only have one shield at a time. Some characters can have like 5 shields. It's crazy. This is the type a mini character. So there's only a few minis, but minis can attach to another Goomy so that you can have more Goomies on the field at once. So when you're playing the game, you can only have 3. You have 3 zones that you can fill up with characters. But if you have a mini, you can attach a mini to another Goomy so that you can have up to 6 characters at once on your team. That's the most you can ever have is 6 though. Then you have their stats. So Norma and Norman have 0 attack, 3 wind, and 1 defense. Here on Perry, wait, let's get rid of this picture and change it over to the other one. Like that. Yeah. Why is it highlighting everything? I don't know. There we go. Perry the Pinecone has 2 attack, 1 wind, and 1 support stat. Or defense stat. So that means that this is how many dice you roll if you're trying to do those different actions. So if you are trying to attack someone with Perry the Pinecone, you roll 2 dice. And when you roll those 2 dice, you're trying to get a 5 or a 6 on one of or as many dice as you can. The more 5s and 6s you get, the better your character does. So it hurts more, or does more attack. Winding, you only need 1 to work for it to count, and then defending, you need as many as you can. Basically, as many 5s and 6s as you roll when you're trying to defend, that's how many shields you'll add to your character. And then when your character gets attacked, the damage won't go to your health, it'll go to your shields instead. Then the last thing here is their ability. So this is, every character has a different ability. You have to roll to see if that ability happens. So for Seed here, Perry's ability, you have to roll, and if you get one of those dice successful, then the ability happens. So for Perry, if their ability happens, they get plus 10 points at the start of their next turn. So they can earn you money. And again, here it is on, not Walter, Norman. They have Tinker. They can swap positions of 2 characters on a team. This one's actually crazy powerful in the game. It really messes with your like team and stuff like that. The last things here are just some extra stat stuff. So this is the type of character they are. Norma and Norman are mythical characters. There's just like some characters throughout the world that are mythical. Bigfoot's one of them also. They are worth 2 trophies. So that means if you take them out, they are worth so many trophies in the game. And then over on the right side, this is how common the card is. So we actually need to turn this up to 3 stars. There we go. Because this is a 3-star card. And then this is the version of the card. Right now it's P because it's under prototypes. But when I first come out with the game, they will all be first edition cards. And then the last information here, you have the copyright. So it's copyrighted by me this year. This is the number of what the card is. So this is number 4A. It's actually supposed to be 4C, because C is for the full art cards. And then this is the artist, so it was made by me. Eventually, I'm going to have other artists come in to be crocheters for this pattern. So this pattern's by myself, but eventually we'll have patterns by other crocheters and stuff like that. We need to change for Perry the Pinecone that to be C also. C. It's pretty good. Okay, and then Perry here is a plant type character. So there's a few characters in the game that are plant type. Another character that's plant type is, I didn't have him opened actually, is Timmy the Cactus is another plant type character. I like how you kind of think this is a plant here, this ear. But if you download the card, you'll end up getting the full art, and you'll see that it's not an ear. That's kind of cute too. All right, team. I think that's good though. I don't think I have enough time to do another couple cards right now, but I'm gonna do this way more often. If you enjoyed this, please let me know in the chat, because I really need to know if this is like worth putting this much effort into to do the live streams. I mean, because I'm gonna make these cards for everybody anyhow, but I just thought it'd be fun to do the live stream version. So any feedback that you have at all, about how these live streams were like prepared and made, I'd really love your thoughts, because I really want to make these as fun as possible. Yeah. Oh, a Goomi club at school? That would be so cool. It is. It's kind of D&D and Pokemon, and it's also kind of like a little bit like Magic. Not really, actually. It's mostly like D&D and Pokemon put together, I would say, and then everything's crocheted. How many points is one trophy worth? Good question. Oh, dude, Prisma, thank you so much. I think I also saw Tina did that too. Thank you, guys. Here, let me put something out for you. Oh wait, actually I can't because the screen is covered in stuff. I'm also gonna do a video real quick. Actually, maybe that'd be fun. Do you want to do? You know what? Could that be fun? That could be fun. Okay, wait. We might do something fun. Hold on. Prisma, thank you so much for the support. It was a semi-reasonable time for Warren. Good to know. I actually think I might do this really, really late at night too. Like my time late at night, so that it's early for you in England. Just because I'm doing this all the time. I'm always making these full art cards because I need to for my, you know, I want every card to have art like this. So if I'm doing this at night anyhow, I think it'd be fun to do it as a live stream just to like, you can join me. But we did like the stream. Okay, cool. We like this idea. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. You can find me online pretty much everywhere. You can find me. I'm just Louie's Loops everywhere. You can also email me directly. I'm louie@clubcrochet.com. If you want to get this game, that would be really cool. You can find this game at battlegoomis.com or thegoomies.com. Those are the places where you can find it. Thank you guys again for joining. This was a lot of fun. I cannot wait to make more of these cards. So the next ones I'm probably going to do maybe later tonight. I have a really fun idea for Walter the Frog. So Walter's story in the game is that he's a wizard. And so I think it'd be really fun to do one that's really close up on his face, and his eyes have like stars and stuff in it. So I might do that one later tonight. And then we need to figure out one for Bigfoot, because this was going to be the one for Bigfoot, but it works better for the gnomes anyhow. I also got to do Houdini. I got a lot of pictures to do, but I'm really happy with these two. So now when you get the game and you get a full art version of Norma and Norman or Perry the Pinecone, you'll know all the work that went into it. Couple hours at least. All right, guys. Thanks again. I will see you very soon. Can I answer your question? Asks. Oh, how many points? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I forgot to answer that question. Trophies are worth. Whoever has the most trophies, it's worth 30 points for their team. I'm kind of thinking that every trophy's worth 5 points instead. I'm thinking of changing the rules there. So that you get 5 points per trophy. But I don't know. I've got to test some stuff out first. I need to test it out. So if you want to test it, I have. I'm gonna be doing games of this soon. So if you want to play the game with me, follow the project. You can follow by going to battlegoomis.com. If you get the game, if you get Battle Goomi, if you follow the project on battlegoomis.com, by the way, you'll also get You'll also get a bonus pattern. You'll get a pattern for like a secret pattern in the game. So it's kind of cool, you know? You know what I mean? It's a mystery pattern though, so I'm not gonna tell you what pattern it is. But you can find it again by going to battlegoomis.com. Yes, it will be actually, Jillian. It will be definitely on the UK Amazon. It's actually, I'm publishing with a UK company, so it's gonna be in whatever that giant bookstore is, like your guys' Barnes and Noble. What is that called? Watson or something like that. You know, that big bookstore. Whatever that big bookstore is. It's gonna be in every one of those. It's gonna be at Targets in America. It's gonna be in Barnes and Noble. Yeah. So if you're following the project, I'll email you a new pattern tomorrow. So yeah, again, follow the project, battlegoomis.com. What is that bookstore? Is it Warren? What? Watson? Maybe it's Watson. Is that a bookstore in the UK? I don't know, but it's going to be all over the place. You're going to find it everywhere. It comes out September 22nd, by the way. Waterstones, that's what it was. Waterstones. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining again. I will see you very soon. We'll be live again on Friday doing a live stream, but I might be even sooner on a live stream doing one of these again. So, because this was a lot of fun. I think I want to do more of them. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Pasta la pizza, happy hooking, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Oh, wait, also, stop. You hang up first. Oh my gosh, you're making me blush. All right, everybody. Pasta la pizza.